Hey, how's it going, my mercenary family? Cause Mercenary bringing you a new video, and today we're going to be talking about the new Marvel took on Captain America trailer and the questionable things that it has brought upon itself. Before we start though, I want to say thank you to you guys for supporting me and all the love that you guys have been showing me this year. I really appreciate it. I know I didn't bring this up because I didn't want to jinx it, but we have passed 550 subscribers in this channel. We're like at 563. So thank you guys. I really appreciate you guys. And if you guys like what you guys see here, please subscribe and ring that bell for notifications of my videos. It really means a lot. It really shows the algorithm that you care. Other than that, let's get back to the video. So there has been a lot of new trailers released in the fighting game community lately. You'd think that they do it in Evo, but I guess not a lot of people are going. They're just releasing them now. I mean, we had the Yasmin trailer, and then we got the Kenshiro trailer. You know, those were awesome trailers. And I freaking loved them. They were great reveal trailers. I like the Kenshiro one. I mean, Kenshiro one though, cool. I used a little bit of tune-up. People are seeing some stuff that Kenshiro could do, some early releases, and it's super cool. They didn't really show it in the trailer. And the Yasmin trailer was the one that really showed off the new characters for Street Fighter 6. It was pretty cool. Seeing a Filipina. Even though I'm not Filipino, it's still pretty cool to see the representation and love from other cultures. And she looks like a very good representation of that. It looks like she's gonna be a rushdown type of vibe. Very in your face, you know. Then there's the Captain America one. And boy, what can I say about the Captain America one? So overall, it's a great trailer. It really shows off what Captain America can do in the game. Very reminiscent of course, Marvel vs. Capcom. And it's a very good trailer overall. It shows you his attacks, you know, and what he could do, his shields and everything. Isolated, this trailer is great. What people have problems with the trailer though is adding context, and that context is very questionable, and it really makes you do a double take once you hear it. So we got the comic book fans and non-fighting game players attacking the game, right? And then we got the fighting game players kind of just telling them to like, hey, forget about it, this is a fighting game, you guys just don't understand, it's a fighting game, guys. The first thing I'm going to say is that the last line, right? The last line of the trailer is the one that everybody's talking about. Even though I think there's some more things that we need to talk about, which I will later on, but let's talk about the last line of the trailer. The last line of the trailer is, there's only one Captain America and you're looking at him.
There's only one Captain America, and he's standing right here.
Something like that. That's the last line he says. And I understand why they did that line. I understand why they did that line. They did that line because it's for mirror matches when you're going up against another Captain America. So that's usually like, hey, you're the poser, I'm the real deal because I won. That's usually when they use those lines. I'm the real Captain America, I'm the real Tony Stark, I'm the real whatever. That's why they use it for the mirror matches. However, once you add the broader spectrum of Marvel, adding to the context there has been other Captain Americas. There's been Bucky Barnes as Captain America at one point, and then there's also the one that's more successful than Bucky, and that's Sam Wilson. So people are taking that line, people that aren't into fighting games or don't play fighting games, don't understand this line is meant for like a mirror match type of deal, and taking it and going like, oh, well, they're trying to downgrade Sam as Captain America. They're trying to bring him down. They're trying to say that he's not Captain America, and then that there's only one Captain America, and that's Steve Rogers. So like I said, this line is technically not a big deal. This is just for mirror matches. But with the added context that's outside of the fighting game community, it does kind of sound a little weird, you know what I mean? It is pretty, are you trying to make a statement here type of vibe. Again, I don't think that they meant anything big from that, but it does come up as that, as very questionable. As this whole trailer is very interesting. It's just very questionable when you add context. When you add outside context, it's not from the game. Because maybe in this universe with that line, he is the only Captain America. So we don't know that. We haven't seen Sam Wilson. So we don't know, we'll see him later on in the game as DLC or something. Like, we don't know. But as of right now, he's just only Captain America. So that line kind of makes sense. But with added context, it kind of makes you do a double take. It's just questionable. Personally, I don't have a problem with that statement, but I have a problem with the rest of the trailer. And it's a very, very undertone racist. Okay, now I need to clarify to anyone reading, you know, getting ready to type down that I'm just a liberal snowflake and, you know, America first. And a brother, you don't know what the worst thing coming. And it's talking about like the trailer being racist, right? Okay, look, personally, I don't think it's racist. What do I mean by that, right? I think this whole thing is a very big coincidence. Very, very big coincidence. And no one else is talking about it as much as, you know, like some people of color, pointing out and stuff like that. Not a lot of people are talking about this topic, but I cannot deny when people bring up the topic of the undertone racism that I can't see it. Like, I could see where they're coming from. I could see their mentality. And it doesn't matter if they didn't mean it to be racist. That's how some people are seeing it. And once I saw it, I could not just not talk about it. For example, right? For example, the trailer shows off his moves and his whole like the dummies that they use. They're all people of ethnic backgrounds. A Doom from Liberia or Liberia or something. His own place, right? Dr. Doom. He's beating up Dr. Doom. That's the first guy he beats up. He's from Hungarian type of country. I forget. And honestly, it's not that big a deal. He's the bad guy, right? He's a fictional place too. Keep a note, not American. And then we got with Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes. That's when it's like, okay, background, whatever. I'm not seeing it still. I'm looking at the trailer. I'm not seeing anything. Making no connections. But once I finish the trailer, I make a connection, and this just seems like the perfect post right here, baby. A perfect post for the White House to be like ICE. ICE pulling out the big guns. That's the type of post I'm seeing it now from a different point of view. And then there's the most outrageous one, Storm. Bro, they did her so dirty. Out of all the other characters, they showed Storm being the one getting comboed. Storm, dude, that is crazy. And then the lines that were coming out of Captain America's, like, what was freaking crazy, bro? Like, for freedom for all, and keep beating up this black woman. Oh my gosh, dude, it's crazy. He's like saying stuff like beating her up and like fighting for the American dream.
I'm a sentinel of liberty! For the freedom of all! Liberty for all! For the freedom of all! Liberty for all! This is a battle for the American dream!
And then it's like, what? And then he tells his whole group, hey guys, beat her up.
Team, get in position. Can't fight.
Dude, if it wasn't for Black Panther there in his group, that would have been crazy, bro. Because there was Tony Stark, there was Steve Rogers, and then there was Bruce Banner, all Caucasian guys. The only one there that wasn't Caucasian was Black Panther. He was the only one there, and they beat her up, dude. But that doesn't save it either way, though. That doesn't save it either way when I bring up some other facts. But this is crazy. And it was craziest part of all, once we're looking at it, this conspiratorial undertone racism. Once we were looking at it, this is the day right after Juneteenth. Dude, it's crazy work. Was there nobody in there, nobody in the room saying, hey, maybe we shouldn't, post this right after Juneteenth? Maybe we should let him beat up Spider-Man. Spider-Man wasn't Storm's team. Why didn't he get beat up? Out of all of them, Spider-Man didn't get beat up. We could have ended the trailer with Captain America beating up Spider-Man. And if people were like, well, Spider-Man's the good guy, Storm is the good guy too. Storm is the good one of the good ones. What in the world? Why didn't he just have Dr. Doom beat up Dr. Doom's Doom Knights? We had brand new trailers with them. Carnage, Goblin. We had the bad guys right there. Why couldn't he beat up them? Why did we get this random ethnic diverse group of people for Captain America to beat up? Captain America is one of the chillest guys in Marvel. But as soon as this son of a gun hits an X-Men comic, he starts being racist. And more specifically, racist towards mutants. Saying stuff like, you don't belong here, and calling them muties and stuff, bro. That's this Captain America. I can't believe it. Like, with adding the context, with adding this outside context that is completely not what they're saying, this is completely just a big coincidence. But with added context such as that, it is crazy to think that is not this Captain America, bro. Like I said in the beginning, did they mean to do something racist? Nah, I mean, in a way, I'll take some 21 Jump Street logic here. It would be racist if they didn't beat her up because of the skin color of her skin. But still, you know what I mean? Like, was there no one in the room telling them, hey, maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe they should just beat up the bad guys because they're there. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. And then there's some fighting game players out there calling out people like, you're thinking too much about it. It's just, you're a tourist. You don't understand fighting games. And I don't see that logic because technically we're the tourists here because the fighting game is Marvel. And so there will be Marvel people watching this fighting game that have probably never picked up a fighting game in their life. But they like Marvel. They like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They like the Marvel comics. So people are gonna come in and they're gonna watch. If anything, we're the tourists here, because we're just getting Marvel. Back then we had Marvel vs. Capcom, but this time we're just taking Marvel. We can't expect these guys to not come in with their knowledge of the movies, with their knowledge of the comic books, and just tell them, nah, this is different. It's just a fighting game. I can't, with all honesty, tell Marvel fans or people watching this trailer and saying that you're thinking too much of it. I can't tell them they are, because they're just bringing their context from their lived experiences, from their read experiences with this comic book. So if anything, we're the tourists. To end it all, just saying, this trailer, like, did they come up like, let's make the biggest racist trailer ever? No. But also, I cannot deny what people are watching or what people are seeing in these trailers. I can't tell them, no, that what you're seeing is it's not it. I can't tell them that, because once you look at it from their eyes, from their point of view, I'm like, yeah, dude, that is pretty wild. That is pretty wild. All I'm saying, this is why you need sometimes, you need diversity. That's why it's maybe one person in there is just saying, hey, dogs, maybe we shouldn't do it like this. Maybe we should go a different route. How you get that is having different people to talk to in the workplace. Again, is this trailer racist by itself? No, but with added context, it's kind of crazy. But hey, let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I would love to know what you guys think, because it's a crazy trailer. Now, that was pretty much the video. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give this video a like if you like the content you see here. Subscribe, ring that bell so you get notified for when I post next. I stream every Tuesday, Thursdays, varies on the times. Just get notified. Just ring the bell, you get notified. I stream those days. Other than that, guys, you guys are no more in the game. In my heart, stay vigilant, and see you guys next time. Crazy work.